What is going on, guys? This is Mike with Chit Chat Gaming. So I grew up an 80s and 90s fan, obviously an 80s and 90s old school gamer as well too. Now I grew up with things like the Ninja Turtles. After the Turtles kind of ran their course, I actually eventually gravitated towards the Power Rangers. I was a big, huge Power Ranger fan. I remember going home every day after school. It was either 4 or 4:30. I can't remember which one. But I catch brand new episodes of Power Rangers throughout the week as well too. Absolutely love them so much that I was a huge fan of the toys as well too. I'll put a picture up here for you guys. I actually collected, every Power Ranger toy you can think of, including every Zord from the original series up to the Zeo series. Now I stopped watching around the Zeo series, but I tend to follow along here and there. But I was mainly a fan of the original Power Rangers because, of course, that was what got to me growing up. I even met the White Ranger here as well too. Got his autograph. It was not Tommy, by the way. I met him at a local McDonald's, but did indeed get his autograph. Of course, went and saw the movie. I actually met Rita Repulsa as well too at an actual convention. Had her sign one of my Power Ranger tapes here. This is actually the Green with Evil series, or the Green Ranger series, mini-series. There's 5 cassettes. This is the second one, the 5th one, the last one here. Great series. I have them all on VHS. Yes, VHS. But I did have her as well to sign my copy of the tape as well. So again, as you can tell, I am a huge Power Rangers fan here. So for me, growing up as a Power Rangers fan, I played the original games. I remember them very, very vividly here on Super Nintendo. Those are the ones I played the most. The original Power Rangers game and the movie game as well too were both beat 'em up style games. They did make a tournament fighter one as well too, or a fighting game later on down the road. Not that long ago here, maybe a year or two ago, there was a Power Rangers game released on the Xbox One and PS4. I did indeed pick that one up as well too. Beat it, had lots of fun with it as well too. It was a throwback to the original series. But most recently here, as of today, March of 26, we have a new Power Rangers fighting game on consoles as well as on PC eventually, and I'll get to that here in just a moment here. This is called Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Now this game is indeed a fighting game. It's a tag team style fighting game, much like Tekken Tag, much like some other games are out there as well too, like Marvel vs. Capcom, those games as well too, where basically you're going 3-on-3. Again, it's got that tag team style where you can tag team in and out as well too. You can bring another character in if you want to, tag them in, or you can get assistance from them as well throughout the game here. Now I want to quickly go over some of the features of the game here. So basically, take a look at the game here. And really quick here, the game is available on Xbox One and Switch now, which is really weird, but this is the weird part. It's available on PS4 next week, and it's available on Steam in the summertime. I don't know why it's not available all at once, but for right now, we do get the Nintendo Switch version and the Xbox One version, which of course we are taking a look at the Switch version here. So again, you got your basic matches and stuff as well to your basic options and kind of types. Basically, you have a casual. These are online. You have a casual and you have a ranked mode that's going to be available online, so you can take on players across the world. I did jump online a little bit here. I connected to a game pretty quick. It didn't take very long. I had no lag or nothing throughout the actual match or anything as well too. I know a lot of people are experiencing issues and such with actually connecting to people online. I did watch some Twitch users or Twitch streamers earlier today and noticed they had some issues as well too, but I had no problems with that experience at all whatsoever today. You got things like more like whereas 1 player or 2 player. Your single player mode is like an arcade mode where you can basically almost like Mortal Kombat, back in the day as well too. You kind of go against different tiers. You kind of work your way through the fighters as well too, or like Street Fighter. Unfortunately, there's no cutscenes and such as well too. You have little intros for each character or for each team, but you don't actually have like Mortal Kombat and such nowadays, and Street Fighter nowadays. You don't actually have like cutscenes as well or a story. It'd be nice to have something like Injustice where you actually had a story as well too, but it basically just kind of breaks it down, and eventually you face against the last character or the last boss opponent, and that's how it kind of moves along with the arcade mode. Versus mode is standard, 1 player versus 2 player, or 1 player versus CPU, and just 1-on-1 matches or 3-on-3 matches I should say. And of course you have a training mode where you can go in there and kind of mess around with an AI opponent as well too. Tag in and out. You have unlimited ultra, unlimited specials or whatnot, and you can kind of go in there and mess around and craft, because you're definitely going to need it, because when you're playing online, I got destroyed. So you're definitely going to need the skills and such, but you can craft your skills throughout the training mode as well too. So there is a season pass that's available for $14.99. Now, if you purchase this, it does include a special Dragon Shield skin for the Red Ranger, plus 3 characters that are going to be announced later on. There will be 3 DLC characters. If you get the season pass, you get all 3 of those when they come out later on here. So definitely interested to see, because the sky's the limit with this. You got guys like Ninjor, you got Trini, the Yellow Ranger, you got Billy you could put in there as well too. I mean, Lord Zed, Rita Repulsa, there's so many different characters, plus tons and tons of different monsters, putties. So the sky's the limit that you can definitely, definitely add to this game as far as DLC goes. Now, there's 2 different versions of it. There's a digital collector's edition for $39.99. If you do pick that one up, you do get the Green Ranger version 2 skin, which you get with the standard edition as well too. You get the season pass. You get a special Lord Drakon Evo 2 skin, and you get the original or the classic Pink Ranger skin as well too. So again, that's this digital collector edition for $39.99. The regular standard edition is going to be $19.99, and that's going to give you that Green Ranger version 2 skin as well too, which is the one that I have here. So moving on here, there's 9 characters in total, or 9 fighters in total in this game. You got your usual suspects like Tommy Oliver, Jason Scott. You got the Ranger Slayer, you got Lord Drakon, Goldar, and such. Like I said, I kind of stopped watching after the Zeo series, but you got some SPD characters in as well too, like Cat and such. So definitely like 9 fighters, not a ton of fighters, but it's not definitely a bad thing. 9's a pretty decent amount. I believe there should have been more. When I first originally saw this game, I thought they said something like 15, but with DLC and such, the sky's the limit. On the mobile game of this, the mobile version of this game, not particularly this game in general, but a mobile version of the same style of game created by the same developers and publishers, there's a whole slew of characters and fighters in that game here. So basically, the fighting, like I said, it's a 3-on-3, tag battle here. You have, EX specials, you have ultras, you have supers, you have back specials. It's kind of cool because one of your ultras as well too is you can actually call in Dragonzord, you can call in Megazord, you can call in Goldar as well too, and they'll come in for a short period of time and help you do some damage. As far as the gameplay goes, I actually really enjoyed it. It's fast paced, the combos are really fun here. The supers are easy to use. It's literally just like, I believe, like the R2 button, the L2 button, kind of do your specials. If you hit both of them together, it does a special. If you hit L1, R1 together, it does your ultra. And you're able to call in, you're basically, like I said, Megazord, Dragonzord, or Goldar to come in to give you that assist as well too. Tagging in and out is pretty easy. R1, L1, R1 will tag in one character or one fighter. L1 will tag in another one here. So R1, L1 are your tags. If you want to keep them in the match, all you gotta do is just click it again here. So if you basically hit R1 and you're in the match, you hit R1 again and you will stay in the match and you'll take over. But yes, definitely a lot of fun here. The only kind of issues I can say right now is that with the blocking mechanics, I wish there was things like counters. I mean, there's some counters, but I wish there was things like there is in KI and such as well too, like combo breakers and such. If there is, let me know. I might not have figured it out yet. But things like the blocking had some issues when I was fighting against the AI and such. Even when I was fighting online, the blocking I had a lot of problems with, where I was actually trying to block something and for some reason it just wouldn't work, and I was getting annihilated in the corner as well too. So as far as the gameplay goes and how the game looks, it looks pretty good. Now on my 55-inch 4K, it didn't look the greatest, but when I was actually watching this on my monitor with my Elgato, it looked pretty good, and that's a little, that's a 24-inch monitor. And on handheld mode, it looked great here. But again, though, I like to play with that D-pad on the Pro controller. So on the handheld mode, it was a little tough playing with the analog, but it's still doable. It's still a fighting game, and it's still a lot of fun. Now for $19.99, I definitely think it's worth it. Like I said, it definitely can tell it's a mobile port, so to an extent here. Like I said, it's not a direct port from the mobile game, but you can definitely tell it has aspects of a mobile game. It looks like a mobile game, and it kind of feels like it, it sounds like it, but it works, and I think it's a lot of fun. The $19.99 price tag is just right for it. I wouldn't pay any more than that. I wouldn't pay $40 for it. I mean, even with the the season pass and everything available as well too, which I may pick up later on, but I guess it probably make more sense just to get it all together for $40. But hopefully you can purchase characters individually as you go. You don't have to buy all 3, you know, in a set as well too, in like a DLC pack. But again, guys, for $19.99, I had a lot of fun with it. I think it's a great game. I think it's a lot of fun to be able to play online. I think that's where the replay value is going to come into play. Or playing, you know, co-op with somebody as well too, like in your family or your friends or whatnot, be able to sit down and play this game. It seems simple, but there is definitely a lot to learn here, especially once you jump online, because you think you're doing great in training, you think you're doing great against the computer, which eventually in that arcade mode, the computer does indeed, or the AI does indeed get tough as you get towards the end. But when you jump online, that's when you really see that you definitely need to, you know, definitely craft your skills for this game as well too. So once again, guys, this is Power Rangers Battle for the Grid, available right now on Xbox One, on the Nintendo Switch, available next week from what I heard anyways on the PS4, and in the summertime on PC Steam. Again, $19.99 gives you the standard edition. $39.99 will get you that basically deluxe edition or that digital collector's edition. That will give you a couple extra skins and of course give you access to the Season 1 pass. So you can definitely get the DLC characters later on down the road. So make sure you guys leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of this game. It's something you're going to pick up, something you're going to skip out on, maybe wait for a sale. But as a Power Rangers fan, as a, you know, a fighting fan as well too, a fighter, I definitely like this game a lot here. So I can recommend it for the $20. I think it's definitely worth that 100% here. So guys, make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel, make sure you turn on notifications to keep up to date on my reviews, unboxings, and everything else Chit Chat Gaming, guys. So once again, this has been Mike saying happy gaming.